Like, comment, share, man. Subscribe. Hit the bell notification if you want to be notified what is going on. Jaron Boots Ennis is set to have his next fight, get a next fight, and that's going to be between Mario Barrios and Mario Barrios. Obviously, Keith Thurman and Stanionis are looking or planning to fight soon, and things. And Jaron Boots Ennis is feeling like he's being avoided. You know, Jaron Boots Ennis, a 26-year-old with who's 31-0 with 28 knockouts, and at 26 years old, and he still hasn't gotten this big break. I mean, let's be honest, right? Let's be honest. Is he being avoided at 147 pounds? Is he being overlooked? Or is he just right there? Look, at 26 years old with 31 fights, you should be fighting already the top level opponents. He wasn't starting to get top level. He hasn't gotten a top level opponent yet. Once he signed to Showtime, he was basically nobody really was talking about Jaron Boots Ennis. He barely even fought. You know what I'm saying? The last time he fought was against Roman Villa in a fight where he knocked out Roman Villa. We saw a lot of skill from Jaron Boots Ennis. He looked good inside the ring, man. He was doing well. And before that, he had a performance that was subpar, that just was not there. We seen him against Karen Chakamanzu, or whatever dude's name was. He won that unanimous decision, but was it impressive? No, right? And he obviously went on to say, with that fight, that what's going on, Surgeon? What's good, bro? OG Blaze, what's going on, man? Salute to y'all, man. Salute, man. After that fight, that he might be getting more fights after that, right? Because he might have not looked too well, and somebody might have been like, "Yo, we might be able to capitalize on something." But Mario Barrios, come on now, is this a step up for Mario Barrios or a step down for Jaron Boots Ennis? And to be honest, if we're being honest, look, if you look at the paper says it, right. Mario Barrios has actually fought opponents that is recognizable, right? So he's fought Javante Davis where he got knocked out in, right? He fought um Keith Thurman, where he lost a unanimous decision and didn't look good at all after that fight. You know what I'm saying? And after that, he got a win over Giovanni Santiago. Giovanni Santiago that we saw against Adrian Broner, who Adrian Broner beat, right? Obviously, it was controversial. It was a robbery, whatever. But on paper, it says Adrian Broner beat Giovanni Santiago, right? And if you've seen Adrian Broner as of lately, I mean, he's just not the Adrian Boner that we know, right? And then after that, he beat your Dennis Ugas, which is probably his best fight, the best he's ever looked in any time he's ever fought. And obviously that's what they're probably gonna be stemming. But on paper, it looks like Mario Barrios is stepping down, right? Because he's gonna be fighting a 26-year-old prospect. Mario Barrios is 28 years old, you know, and look at this advantage, right? The advantage of reach. If we talk about the advantage of reach, Jaron Boots Ennis has a 74-inch arm reach. Mario Barrios has a 71-inch arm reach. We know that Mario Barrios is not known for power. He's not a hitter. He's gonna go in there with trying to jab, right? Because that's Mario Barrios' game plan. Is he's not a big hitter, so he tries to outbox. And now when he doesn't, he's not gonna be able to get on the inside. This is gonna be a Jaron Boots Ennis type of fight. This is gonna be the type of fight where Jaron Boots Ennis is gonna look amazing in, right? But to what credibility? Because step down. You heard Boots was actually thinking of fighting Robert the Ghost Guerrero. What? Mario Barrios is for prospects, not champions. But if we talking, look, Mario Barrios is obviously, you have to credit Mario Barrios because he takes fights and he takes them. He takes whatever, right? He says, fuck it, I'm going to fight. You know what I'm saying? Even if he's going to look crazy against a Keith Thurman, he looked crazy in that fight. You know what I'm saying? His face looked crazy after the fight against Tank, a 135 pounder. Granted, this wasn't at 147 pounds, right? But Javante Davis knocked him out. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Javante Davis is a big hitter. You know what I'm saying? But for a guy from 135 pounds going up to 140 pounds, you know what I'm saying, and you known to be a boxer and you just want undisciplined, you know what I mean? But I mean, obviously he's changed though, right? He's changed. Things have changed, and we'll see. He should fight Mean Machine. He's been ducking Mean Machine. See, that would be an understandable fight. You know what I'm saying? Because Mean Machine, we've seen him in there against Terrence Crawford. We seen him good, putting some good work against Terrence Crawford, and we seen him against Virgil Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? And that's more in line with a dude that fans will probably want to see. It's more of a test than a Mario Barrios, because we know what Mario Barrios is. He's a boxer type of dude. He's a boxer dude, but he's not a puncher. He packs no punch. He's not gonna be able to get on the inside. We know the game plan, and the game plan is not gonna work. We already know. I think the fans know what the outcome of that fight will be. But dog, if OG Blaze saying that he was gonna fight Robert the Ghost Guerrero, I mean that would be disheartening. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit would be crazy. We saw what Boots with a back foot guy with footwork. And bro, Mario Barrios is not. I mean, he's that guy, but he's not as athletic as Jaron Boots Ennis. Thurman in 12 ounce deformed his fit. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Thurman will be good. Thurman. I mean, Thurman is a good fighter, man, but I just don't. I still got Jaron Boots Ennis knocking out Keith one time Thurman. You know what I'm saying? Because Thurman he's just so inactive. He's so inactive, and that's just, it does not help your case. It does not help you as a fighter, man. It just doesn't help you as a fighter. And if you're looking for these big paydays, Jerron Boots Ennis is not going to be that guy that's going to get you that big payday. And yes, it makes sense for the business side, because Mario Barrios is not asking for an arm and a limb. He knows who he is as a fighter. He knows what he is as a fighter, and he's going to take whatever they give him. You know what I'm saying? As simple as that. And credit to Mario Barrios, because it takes a lot of heart to fight all of these dudes and not be accredited. You know what I'm saying? Um, Getting knocked out here and there and just not looking too well. Guts and Glory says King Virgil Ortiz still TKO Jaron Ennis despite the health issue. I mean, that's to see, man. Look, the health issue has hindered Virgil Ortiz's career. It has hindered him for what, a year. He's had to sit out. We gonna see what Virgil Ortiz brings to the table come Saturday night. You know what I'm saying? I think that, you know, for to actually evaluate Virgil Ortiz, we're gonna have to see what he brings to the table. Because we don't know what type of health condition he could have had where it could have messed him up mentally. You know what I'm saying? It Him mentally could be overstressed, overdrained. You know what I mean? We don't know what that could hinder you as an athlete. You know what I mean? In a sport that's brutal as boxing. So Virgil Ortiz, for now, of course, we know the Virgil Ortiz from before the health issues and stuff like that. But as of right now, I want to see what he looked like on what he looks like on Saturday night to get my actual fair evaluation of Virgil Ortiz. I would have wished that fight with Elmonte Stanionis would have proceeded. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, without any health issues or anything like that. But I'm just saying, if that fight we could have seen that type of fight, that would have been telling. You know what I'm saying? Barrios, the type of guy you have at your local gym. Facts, bro. The dude that just get in, man. Just get in. Motherfucker just walk in, you know what I'm saying, trying to spar. Yeah, I got somebody for you. I want to see Boots versus Santione. Yeah, man, that would be a good fight right there. You know what I'm saying? But I think for Mario Barrios, if you're looking at the paper, it's a step down, right? If you're looking at the paper, He's fought all of these names, but he hasn't gotten that opportunity. I want to say at a belt. You know what I'm saying? For Mario Barrios' career per se, right? As the fans, we know, right? We're not stupid. We know that Mario Barrios gets in there with a Terrence Crawford. He's getting knocked out. You know what I'm saying? He's getting knocked out. We're not dumb. You know what I mean? Um, but if you know you're Mario Barrios and you're a competitor, you feel like you will win those fights. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna dumb it down for him. He feels like he can win that fight, right? He sees something he doesn't see shit, but he says he probably sees something in Boots Ennis that he could probably capitalize on. Do I believe it? No, not at all. But there are underdogs, and then there are favorites, and then sometimes the underdog wins, and that's how life works. Will Mario Barrios have a chance against Jaron Boots Ennis? From what we've seen, probably not. You know, probably not. And I wouldn't even get nobody's hopes up with that, right? Because again, Mario Barrios is a back-footed fighter. You know what I'm saying? That's who he is. And he likes to work off the jab. He has decent footwork. He doesn't have this amazing footwork. He has decent footwork. Like the dude can move. You know what I mean? He's not just a fucking robot either. You know what I'm saying? He can move. He has a good jab. But the problem is, how you gonna get inside? You don't have the longer jab in that fight, right? You're at a disadvantage on the jab. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be very tough for Mario Barrios. Plus, you don't have the power. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to beat this guy on points. Now, Boots is not the greatest, right? When it comes to getting points and stuff like that, right? He's not. You know what I'm saying? But he packs a punch, and that's gonna slow down Mario Barrios. And he's very athletic. Um, Jaron Boots Ennis. You know what I'm saying? So he could cut some corners and still do well. That's what I'm trying to say. He could cut some corners in the ring and still do a good job, good enough job to have beat Mario Barrios. That's all I'm trying to say. Mario Barrios, he has to overwork himself to be able to be victorious on the night. Will that happen? It will not, because we've seen it against Javante Davis and we've seen it against Keith Thurman. But his credit to Mario Barrios is he is learning, he is getting better, because we saw him against Yordenis Ugas, a complete different fighter. But Yordenis Ugas doesn't pack a punch either. So it's not like you was getting hounded by a dude with power either. So if we're trying to make sense of it, I hope we make a little sense of it, right? Barrios will probably loses to Blair Cobbs. God damn, give my boy some credit, man. I heard you talk shit about Boots. Pull up. Hey, man. But so that's how I feel like Mario Barrios would have such a tough time against a guy like Boots Ennis. He just doesn't have the skill set that Jaron Boots Ennis brings to the table, and he's not better than that. His jab is just not. It's not gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna get him there, and he's gonna have to fight on the inside, try to get to the inside, or I mean, stay on your back foot, but you're prone to get knocked the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Because you have good footwork, but not great footwork. Not great footwork where this dude's not gonna be able to touch you, type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we only got two guys that can run the whole fight and win the fight. You know what I mean? And that is Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. They could literally just run the whole fight and win the fight. It does not fucking matter. Anybody else in this sport? I don't think so, bro. You're not gonna be able to run for 12 rounds and win a fight. You're just not, bro. You're just not. You know what I'm saying? But equally matched up. Look, so we got a 28-2 with 18 knockouts. You would think this dude on paper, Mario Barrios looks good. On paper, what the paper is telling you is that Mario Barrios is there. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the losses. All right, fuck the loss. Let's say fuck the losses. The losses gonna come. You know what I'm saying? This is boxing. I'm not counting Mario Barrios out because of the losses, right? The times that he lost, he went out like a warrior. You know what I'm saying? But the skill set is just not gonna be able to match up with Jaron Boots Ennis. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be able to match up. They're both 5'10", and Jaron Boots Ennis has the longer reach. So, do you rate him beating Ugas? Jaron? Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, I definitely do, man. I mean, your Dennis Ugas is. I think that Jaron Boots Ennis. All right, so I thought the 147-pound division was just full of good fighters, just good fighters that'll give you go any given night, right? That's how I look at the 147-pound division. Good fighters that'll give you go any given night. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Now, in the time where Jaron Boots Ennis, Virgil Ortiz, let's take them out of the equation, right? In the time where Jaron Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz weren't in the talks, you know what I mean? Um, I feel like there was really only one elite fighter, and that's Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Earl Spence was getting there, but he, obviously got into a car accident, whatever. He came back, looked good, you know what I'm saying, against good opponents, but they're just good. You know what I'm saying? Um, Whereas Terrence Crawford could elevate his game while inside of the ring. You know what I'm saying? And I think that separated him from the pack. Now with Jaron Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz in the equation, I feel like Jaron Boots and Virgil Ortiz could be those next two elite fighters. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Earl Spence was good, but after the car accident, you could argue. It's very weird. You didn't watch the Barrios versus Ugas fight? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I thought you said, do you rate him beating Ugas? So like, are you asking me what do I rate him beating Ugas in that fight? I mean, I thought that fight was good, man. He came back. I mean, he did what he was supposed to. You know what I'm saying? He went back to the drawing board. He beat that dude Giovanni Santiago, got the knockout victory versus him. You know what I mean? And then he got an opportunity with your Dennis Ugas. And I thought that was, I mean, it was a good fight. You know what I'm saying? For the Mario Barrios that we seen against Keith Thurman, I felt like he stepped his game up. You know what I mean? He stepped his game up and looked better. And I mean, or Dennis Ugas is a good fighter. And I think that Mario Barrios is a good fighter as well. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that they are, gonna be able to be in that elite conversation. Ugas looked real bad. His eyes swell up fast. Yeah, getting dropped by a jab. Yeah, that I mean, Ugas was all over the place that night. But I mean, Ugas is older. You know what I'm saying? He's an older fighter, and retirement, dog. It's like retirement. You know what I'm saying? If you let a dude like Mario Barrios beat you, I mean, you gotta retire. Not saying that Mario Barrios is shit. You know what I mean? Mario Barrios is a good fighter, dog. He's just not a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's a fighter like Surgeon said. He's the fighter you have in the gym. You know what I mean? Your local gym. You know what I'm saying? The dude that'll give you go, but he ain't gonna be nothing. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be that top dude. But granted, Mario Barrios is somebody because he made it out that local gym. So I mean, you gotta credit Mario Barrios in some form of fashion. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, this is gonna be a step up for Mario Barrios skill wise. And when we talk about paper, he's stepping down. So it's fucking weird for Mario Barrios because he's stepping down on paper, but he's stepping up skill wise against a way more skilled fighter than he's ever fought. The beatings after Manny and Spence, Ugas is done. Yeah, Ugas is done. I don't see Ugas. And the crazy thing is he's gonna linger. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna linger because that's gonna be Ugas right there. It's a dude that just can't give it up. You know what I'm saying? And most of these fighters are like that though, right? We see that time and time again, bro. We see that time and time again. These fighters linger, man. They just stick around because why? Because the promotion company knows that these guys give you some go, and they want to match up their fighters against a name, and a guy like your Dennis Ugas, who has a lot of names under his resume, is very profitable for other fighters, right? Especially fighters that are coming up. So these guys are gonna linger in the game, and they're gonna get their ass whooped the whole time, but they're just gonna keep lingering because the money is so easy. The money is coming super easy. You telling me I gotta fight this dude for 1 million, 2 million, 3 million? Bro, I'm not saying no. Why would he say no? You know what I'm saying? Why would Ugas say no? So I don't blame him. You know what I mean? But he needs to retire, bro. He needs to retire. Bam was piecing up Barrios in the gym. Dog, I don't even put that past him, dog, because Bam he a little slick motherfucker, man. That motherfucker right there, slick as shit. But I if Jaron Boots Ennis fights Mario Barrios, obviously he will be stepping down as far. He will be stepping up, and it's fucking weird because if you look at it, Jaron Boots Ennis on paper is stepping up against a guy like Mario Barrios. But if we talking about skill set, he's stepping down on a guy, right? Because the skill set is obviously unmatched. You know what I mean? You have all the advantages. This guy's at a huge disadvantage. Skill set is just not matched. But when you look at paper, oh yeah, he fought Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios fought Ugas, Davis, uh, Santiago, uh, and Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? Like it's fucking weird. And those are the game. That's the game that these promotion companies, that all this business shit, that's business. You know what I'm saying? That's business. They're gonna match up Jaron Boots Ennis with Mario Barrios. Somebody goes on the Wikipedia, clicks on Mario Barrios' name. Oh, he fought Javante Davis. Oh, that's a good fighter. Oh, that's a good fighter. Never heard of Mario Barrios. They go look at the joint, but on paper it's saying that Mario Barrios is good. He's 28-0. He has 18 KOs. You know what I'm saying? It's saying on paper, that shit is saying, yo, Mario Barrios is nice. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, when you go and look at it, Mario Barrios is good. He's not great. You know what I'm saying? He's a good fighter though. Not gonna sit here and be like, oh no, this dude trash, whatever. Nah, but he not garbage. You know what I'm saying? Ugas gotta take care of that young Cuban chick. Yeah, that joint, she fine as shit. Blaze said he want me to debate you. Blaze said his fantasy is Barrios is just Roman Villa with more experience. Roman Villa at least had a punch, bro. At least had a puncher's chance. Mario Barrios ain't got no puncher's chance, bro. He don't even have that. That's the one thing. See, Roman Villa at least had the that fucking power that power. You know what I'm saying? And if you could remind me who Roman Villa beat, you know what I mean? Because I remember Roman Villa had beat somebody, man. Who he beat? And then he got the fight with Jaron Boots Ennis. Because if he didn't beat that dude, he wasn't getting no fight with nobody. You know what I'm saying? And looking now, Roman Villa is no longer in the game. It's over with for my man. You know what I mean? Mario Barrios started at 118. Damn. He grew into it. Barrios' ancestors were the ones getting sacrificed. Damn, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Oh, Speedy Rashidi. Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, Speedy Rashidi fucked that bag up, man, because that was going to be the fight, right? Because obviously, yeah, that's what happened. He spoiled the fucking fight. That's what happened. He spoiled the fight. That's what happened. Uh, Rashidi Atlas spoiled that fight because Roman Villa spoiled that fight because they forgot to pay him and tell him to take a dive. You know what I'm saying? He went in there to win, and they told him, "Fuck no, don't go in there to win because next you're gonna fight Jaron Boots Ennis." You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But hey man, I mean, the best man won that night, right? Obviously, and he got the opportunity to fight Jaron Boots Ennis, went in there and just didn't do shit for real. Got fucking dog. Jaron Boots Ennis looked like a superstar in that ring that night. He looked like a superstar in there. You know what I'm saying? Dude was over there fucking slow motioning. He was doing everything on him, bruh. I mean, he looked like a superstar. This dude didn't even have another Regis program. Another Regis. Just in there, just looking lost. They didn't come to fight. This time they told him, man, you're not here to win. They told his ass at the door. As soon as he walked into the arena, hey man, hey, let me tell you something. You're not here to fucking win. All right, so don't come here with a smile on your face. Take that fucking smile and when we sign this check, you take that smile and you just laugh your ass the fuck up out of here. Because that's exactly what the dude went in there and did. You know what I'm saying? Tired of those embarrassing ass performances from these dudes, man. Like, dog, you're getting the opportunity of a lifetime, bro. Why not? Why not go at it? You know what I'm saying? Why not? Why not showcase all your skills? You know what I mean? But hey, once you feel that power, though, I mean, I get it. I understand. Shit, most of these dudes don't want to shitty Alice. Most of these dudes ain't trying to get knocked out. You already heard, man. They starting to be transparent on this. You know what I'm saying? You saw Jermel Charlo go in the ring for 12 rounds and fucking try to avoid every single thing just to not get knocked out. Literally. You know what I'm saying? They say, hey, yo, you got knocked down. Yeah, but I ain't getting knocked out. Yeah, you right. You ain't get knocked out. These motherfuckers don't give a fuck no more. You know what I'm saying? They let you know. Oh, break. I'm just here not to get knocked out. I'm here just so y'all can sign this check and I can be on my merry ass way. That's exactly what these motherfuckers be doing, man. Saying robbery with no ski mask. Robbing motherfuckers with no ski mask. Just taking the money. You know what I mean? What you think about your boy T.O. versus Ortiz on a Thursday though? Hey man, come on man, T.O. versus Jermaine Ortiz. You know what I mean? To me, to be honest, it's an okay fight. You know, I mean, T.O. has trouble against guys like this, right? Because Jermaine Ortiz has very good skill set. He arguably beat Vasily Lomachenko. You know what I mean? He obviously beat. I feel like he beat Vasily Lomachenko. Good fighter, dog. Good fighter. But I don't know. At 140 pounds, you know what I'm saying? Who was the other name that he was linked to fighting? Top rank going down. Ortiz getting beat the fuck up, bro. Hey, man. But, you know, Tio does have a little trouble, you know what I'm saying? When obviously the Josh, oh, Matias, thank you, bro. Thank you. Matias. Yo, I would have rather that fight. Come on, man. As fighting fans, we want to see that fight. That's the fight I wanted to see. Matias, bro. Matias is he might be that guy, bro. He might be that guy. You know what I'm saying? And I think that he has a very good chance of beating Teofimo Lopez. A very good chance. That dude right there is a fucking problem in boxing, bro. They need to fuck. You know what they need to do? They need to lock his ass the fuck up. That's what they need to do. They need to lock Matias' ass up, bro. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He's getting knocked out. He wants Matias after. I guess Matias was injured. That's what he said, right? My motherfucker said, "Hey Tio, we got the offer, all right, but my hand hurt right now. My hand hurt. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? We were, and he said he accepted that shit. Well, he accepts that shit. He just wanted it at a later date or whatever. That's all cool and all, man. But hey, have that shit in New York City, man. Any fight in New York City. Let's get these fights in New York City. This Jermaine Ortiz fight is not in New York City, is it? It's in Las Vegas, right? I'm not excited about that. I need these fights to be in New York City. You know, Jermaine Ortiz is a Puerto Rican fighter. Teofimo Lopez, Honduran fighter. Bro, Teofimo Lopez packs out New York City. I mean, every time I go to Madison Square Garden to see Tio, right? Well, the Sandor Martin fight and Josh Taylor fight, right? Which it should have been flip flop. It should have been flop, right? It should have been the Sandor Martin fight should have been at the Hulu, and then the Josh Taylor Tio should have been at the Madison Square MSG in the main room. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no fucking way in hell y'all put that fight. But it is what it is. Ortiz struggles against counterpunchers. Ortiz struggles against counterpunchers, and Tio struggles against some footwork, right? Obviously. But I mean Josh Taylor has footwork, so he looked good last fight, his last fight. So the Sandor Martin fight was iffy, dog. I got on here and I was fucked up. And that giant, we get lit in that motherfucker. But uh, the Sandor Martin fight, it obviously showed the wrinkles in Tio's game, and that was cutting off the ring. He could not do that shit the whole time, and that's why the performance was horrible. And arguably getting knocked down twice. Well, they counted it, right? So getting knocked down twice, so a balance, you know what I'm saying? It just was not a good night for Teofimo Lopez, in my opinion, but it is what it is. He said, I can't fight until April. Adorno almost knocked out Ortiz. Bad. Joseph Adorno. Who didn't, Adorno, Adorno got knocked out by somebody, right? First time ever, or some shit like that. Was it Elvis Rodriguez, if I'm not mistaken? I can't remember who fought Adorno, and it was like the first dude to knock him out or something like that. It's crazy because Joseph Adorno from Allentown, Pennsylvania, right? That dude, man, that dude gives go. You know what I'm saying? But I can't remember who it was. Was it? Was it? Was it? So many fights, man. So many fights this year, man. So many fights, but what a year of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Um, I mean, it. Teofimo Lopez, Jermaine Ortiz is a good fight. It's a good fight. Obviously, Jermaine Ortiz is gonna be stepping up in competition, going up to 140 pounds. Cause look, matter of fact, Jermaine Ortiz was supposed to be on that card against Josh Taylor and had to pull out because of the fact that he missed weight. Cause his fat ass couldn't make the weight. He's never been knocked out. He got dropped versus Elvis though. Okay, okay. Got dropped versus Elvis. Okay. And that's what it was. He got dropped for the very first time of his career, something like that. Yeah, man. His fat ass couldn't make the weight, man. 140. So he had to go up to 140 pounds. You know what I'm saying? But Jermaine Ortiz don't got no power either. You know what I mean? He's a good fighter though. Very skilled, and it's gonna be a good fight. I mean, I like that fight. I like it, but Subriel Matias for me was the fight. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's not Tio's fault. We already saw what Matias said. Y'all sent the offer, but I can't fight till like eight or till whenever. You know what I mean? And my hand hurts and my toe is broken and my neck is discombobulated and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, look, man. Tio try to get the fight for the fans, man. Because Matias is a dog. He's a problem. And, I mean, who doesn't want to see that fight? That's the type of fight you want to see as a boxing fan. Come on, let's be very honest. That is the fight. You know what I mean? And then Devin Haney trying to take Matias, trying to take... Dog, like, this dude just be... Dude is pathetic, man. You know what I'm saying? Then they trying to say that they're gonna pay more and this and that they want that dude, man. They don't want that dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Dude's a fucking problem, man. And Teofimo Lopez could very well lose that fight. He could very well lose that fight, in my opinion. Very well, he could lose that fight. I feel like Teofimo Lopez, sometimes he makes careless mistakes sometimes, right? But he's just a very talented fighter. Very talented fighter. Athletic. I mean, he has everything. That you would want in a fighter. When you look at what attributes from fighters and stuff like that, skill sets and this and that, what you would want, you're kind of building up a dude like Teofimo Lopez. Very athletic, good footwork, good jab, good everything. You know what I mean? Can do it all. You know, the only problem is he's gonna be able to stay disciplined enough inside of that ring. You know, and obviously we saw the that against George Kambosos, right? Because you go in there and you just go crazy, try to get the knockout, and boom, you know, you get caught with something. You know what I'm saying? So like just little things like that, right? Then personal issues, and that's the worst part because it's like To is, you know, most of the time it's not in the ring type of shit or something that's fucking up his boxing, you know what I mean? But it's just the personal issues, which makes zero sense to me. But he's not, Haney just trying to avoid his Mando Sandor Martin. Hey, bruh, if Sandor Martin is the guy that beats Devin Haney, I would lose it. I would lose it. You know, because Sandor Martin is, yo, he'll make anybody look bad, bro. If we're being very honest, this dude makes anybody look bad. Look what he did to Mikey Garcia. You know what I mean? And this was Sandor Martin nobody ever heard of. At this time, when Mikey Garcia picked this guy, he thought this guy was just gonna come in and roll over and die. Nah, this dude, I mean, boring ass fighter. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna credit him on all of that. I'm saying, but yeah, a boring ass fighter who will make this fight fucking boring. Does not care about none of that shit. He's not in Spain. He knows nobody here really uh is from Spain, so he doesn't give a fuck what the fuck you talking about. He's gonna go in there and do whatever the fuck he wants to do, and he's gonna make that fight look ugly as hell. And that's exactly what he did to Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying? He made that fight look so ugly. So ugly. I mean, super disgusting. It was just, it was not a great fight from Teofimo Lopez and Sandor Martin, bro. Boring ass fighter. Boring. And then we see that fight with Devin Haney and Sandor Martin. And Sandor Martin got more of a punch than Devin Haney. Let's be honest. I think he troubles Devin Haney, bro. I think he troubles Devin Haney because this is a guy that's gonna mimic Devin Haney in a lot of things and has advantages as well. You know what I'm saying? This is not a guy like Regis Prograis who's just gonna fucking try to hound you down, or let's say he's gonna pressure you, because what Regis Prograis does is not pressure for shit. You know what I mean? Because this dude just looks dumb in the middle of the ring and punched like a punching bag, or just coming in with his chin up and getting hit and dropped by a dude that's not known to be a hitter, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Sandor Martin is not that type of dude. He's not gonna stay in there. You know what I mean? And wait for you to, nah, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be dumb like that. You know what I'm saying? He's high IQ. You know what I mean? He's high IQ. And Devin Haney's high IQ too, but yeah, Haney never even fought a style like that. Haney mostly fights small guys, mostly small guys, guys who have no advantages. Literally, you cannot have any type of advantage to fight Devin Haney, bro, and that's sad, bro. Because if you go down the joint and you see on fight night, you know how they be showing like reach, fucking wingspan. I don't give a whatever, dog. Whatever. It does not matter. Devin Haney has every single advantage over that fighter, bro. So meaning that he has a, it's like in like track and field, bro. You got a 10-second head start. You know what I mean? You already got 10-second head start. You know what I'm saying? So this shit is a disadvantage. Plus he's walking around 200 pounds right now, bro. This dude this dude is cutting weight to make 140 pounds in that fight night. He's coming in like at a 250. This motherfucker's fat as shit, bro. You know what I mean? On fight night, he coming in at fucking, nah, you at fight night, I give him, he's coming in at like 160, 170, bro. 160, 170. That's what I think that Devin Haney's coming in at fight night. When you see this dude out in public, this motherfucker is walking around 200 pounds, bro. 200 pounds. Dog, it's criminal, bro. It's criminal to him and his body, for real, but it's criminal to him and his body, dog. That shit is crazy. How can you do that to yourself, bro? You know damn well you don't belong there. You know what I'm saying? You know damn well you don't belong there, man. That dude should be at 154 pounds already, man. 140, 154 pounds would be nice. You know what I'm saying? But nah, hell nah, man. But like, comment, share, subscribe, and we out, man. Peace. What?